We will come out of this fine. Tech will be fine within this. Tech is being driven by the digital revolution, and it will actually speed up certain segments of technology, such as cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, if you will, and the cloud moving to the edge, which are such important technologies for every company in the future.
Do you think, I mean, what about the effect on innovation and I guess white space, John, places where tech thought they were going to grow 20 or 30 years ago that now look off limits?
Well, I actually think it's a great question. I actually think it's going to expand the number of white spaces and technology areas. Before, when we'd talk about this 5 years ago, we'd talk about Silicon Valley, Austin being interested, maybe Boston 128, a couple of other centers around the world. Today, you have unicorns exploding in areas like India, Germany, France, et cetera, on it. France was just named the most innovative country in Europe with new startups. And you see workforces with Zoom technology, Cisco telepresence, et cetera, suddenly able to locate anywhere. So I actually think that accelerates it. I think that's good for the global economy. It allows people to create jobs quicker and share in this resource for the future. So I actually think tech enables all that.
John, good morning. Are we, though, seeing an accelerated kind of bifurcation here, and perhaps the beginnings of a digital Cold War where you've got Russia and China on one side, U.S. and Europe on the other, and now it's wrestling between the two for influence? You have Belt and Road in China. You have this dependence on Russian energy and raw materials, but at the same time, you've got these technology services and equipment and cloud providers coming out of the U.S. promising higher productivity. Is it a question of which way Latin America, EMEA, get pulled in this situation?
About 6 questions. Let me see if I can hit them in the sequence I remember them. In terms of Europe, I think you're going to see Europe come united. In terms of energy policies, you are going to see major movement to alternate energy options, and you have to have more energy independence, whether you're in the U.S. or in Europe. In terms of the key trends overall, this is a united world. I think Russia is out there by themselves. China has to walk that line carefully, but they're smart. And they understand the brand implications for China and how this evolves. I am cautiously optimistic that mediation can be encouraged by both the Chinese and the Israelis, and we need to unwind this situation in the Ukraine going forward. And I think I would be remiss if I didn't take this moment just to say the tremendous courage that the Ukrainian people have shown all of us. And I like the fact that finally businesses, all of us come together and say this is unacceptable. Culture and society takes equal precedence or more over economic gain in the short term. And we'll come through this just too early, as I said in my opening comments, to say how quickly this will occur. But I think we'll come out of it in good shape. I think it will be a united technology world. There'll be a couple of outliers. And just the point that you raised on security, the data I've seen, there's about $1 trillion lost to cybersecurity hacks each year, of which 2/3 is attributed to Russia. That's already been a Cold War going on for a long time. We need to step up to that. Yeah. And if you're thinking about investments during this time period, I would think cybersecurity companies who either can prevent, can tell you the stage of it, help you to recover, are going to be key. That's clearly where I'm putting my investment portfolio. And then the ability to move into new areas such as AI, which will explode this year, and then alternate energy. Think of a Bloom Energy. Energy at the edge of the network with, if you will, natural gas, clean energy, moving to hydrogen. I think these are plays in the market that can help the whole global economy come through it.
John, it's Deirdre. I want to dig in a little more into the China tech aspect of this. You've spent a significant amount of time there, as have I. So you know well that China is looking out for its best interests. And I wonder, what do you think that Beijing is thinking of the opportunity right now in terms of payments to semiconductors? Is it looking for an in, or do you think that global stability is more key?
Well, I think global stability is equally as important to the Chinese as it is to the Americans and to Europe. An economic fragile situation with nuclear powers is not good for anyone. The Chinese almost always play the long game. Deirdre, I've been there for a couple of decades, longer than you have, started when I was a teenager. But as you've watched them over the years with their 5-year plans, et cetera, normally very predictable. It's in their best interest this resolution gets done and the issues in Ukraine get unwound. And it doesn't want to be too tightly tied to a country with 140 million people, with the rest of the world pretty well united in the disappointment of what's occurring. So I think they'll do a smart thing and navigate through this in terms of the balance. And I think you will see the world continue to stay pretty strong, united in terms of what Russia did here was unacceptable and cannot be tolerated.
John, we do appreciate that optimism, even though there's a lot of unanswered questions right now. We'll be talking a lot more frequently, I hope. We'll see you soon.
All right. Thank you all. Come on anytime you want. It's great to be with you again today.
John Chambers.